I'm using my same shirt pattern that I have, and you just take a blue material. Usually you'll want to iron it first, but I didn't iron it this time. So for the front part of the bodice, I would put it like 1/2 inch, same allowance, because you're going to cut this in half. You want to cut this in half, and then you want to trace this first all the way out here, and then cut this in half, and then trace it, and then cut it. And I cut mine 17 inches to here, so I just trace it to here, and then you will do the back. Okay, and then for the back, you want to leave more, like about an inch, inch and a half, so you could have room for the zipper. And then you just trace it, same as the front. So you'll cut there and down, and then just cut all across. I will put a ruler right here and just cut across. Okay, and then I'll show you how. Okay, for the bottom, like I told you guys before, anything that I'm going to reuse, I make a pattern out of it. So I just fold it in half, measure my waist, divide it by 2, and that's the line that you should have across here. And you just go down, so put the 0 there, and then put it down. Let me show. So you just measure it like that, and then you just go across, and then trace, and cut that, and then just put your skirt. Just put your skirt as long as you want. Belle skirt is usually pretty long, past the knee, almost to the ankle. So that's how I measure my skirt, and that's how long I will cut. And if this doesn't fit your top, then just cut to fit your top. I will show you once we sew it. Okay, here it is. Here's the bottom piece and the top piece. So when you want to go ahead and sew this first. Sew the middle here all the way down. You want to make sure right sides facing together. And then this is your top piece, so go ahead and sew the middle down. And then the bottom piece will come back. We will have to open it up, and then we'll come back and do that, and I will show you guys. Here's my sewn bottom piece. This is on the wrong side, so I'm going to have to flip it out to the right side. And then make sure right sides facing each other. Right side is usually the smooth side, so I just put my bottom top right on top of it, like that one side. What I'm going to do now is just sew the sleeve, or the arm, the shoulder part up here, and then sew the side. And then I'll go ahead and hem the armhole. Okay, here's my top. I just went and did the top and just squared it off. I just went and stopped where I want the dress to stop, and then I just squared it off. Okay, so I'm done putting it all together, and then this is my skirt piece. I just fold it in half, make the middle mark, and then the shirt, the middle mark, the front piece. Okay, and you just put that right on there, and then I'm just gonna go right across, and I'm just gonna sew across here, straight line, and just do the same on the other side. And then when we're done, we're gonna put the zipper in. As you can see here, I forgot to show you guys before I put the zipper on. So you see how there's extra fabric? This is the bottom piece, and this is the top piece. So I just kept putting the skirt on to the top. You see how that goes? So I just kept putting the bottom piece to the top piece across, and came over here and made it equal right on there, on point, if that makes any sense. And I don't know if you guys can see here, I usually sew twice or 3 times just so the seam are secure and nothing come loose. So just sew it across and then just flip it inside out. And don't forget to hem your skirt too. Now you grab your zipper. You can hem this first and then hem it and then just put it on there. Just like that. And I didn't hem my arm yet because I was going to do it with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and hem this. And then you put your zipper on and you want to leave some space there. Like that. Just leave some space like that. And then just go ahead and close it. Just like that. But you want to open the zipper. Just like that. And then just go ahead and sew all the way down. And then we'll come back when the zipper's done. Okay, here you go. The zipper's on. I zipped it up. I need to cut all these loose thread. And then after I zipped it up, I just went ahead and hem this all the way around to the neck. And then now the skirt is still open down here, so I just line up the bottom here, and then I'm just gonna sew right in here and all the way up here, just so there's no hole in the back of your butt. And then after you finish this, just go ahead and hem the bottom. I'm doing something special with this dress, so I'm not gonna hem the bottom. And then when we come back, we'll do the apron. Okay, so I made a apron pattern, and how I got this was I did a circle skirt, but not a full circle skirt, just a half circle skirt, and I just made it shorter, like a feet or a feet and a half from my dress. And then I cut it out, and then there was supposed to be, you know, that curve up here, and then I just straightened the line. You guys see that? I just straightened the line because there's supposed to be a curve right here to be your circle skirt, but I just straightened the line to make the apron straight. So hopefully that's a good explanation. And then I just fold my fabric in half, and then I just do my pattern. And what I usually do, I always make a pattern for everything that I know I'm gonna reuse. And I just do it in half, so it's easier to store. But if you want to make patterns and stuff, just get poster paper, and you could do a whole one if you want, but I just use a half one. So now I'm gonna trace it and cut it. And with the strap, I just did 3 yards of fabric. I did 6 inches, so I can fold it in half, and then I'm gonna sew all the way down. But first, what I would do is fold it in half, and then mark the halfway point. So when I'm sewing, I'm going to stop right there. So I'm going to leave this middle piece open. So just go ahead and sew, start from the end and go all the way down, and just leave the middle piece open. So I leave about like an inch or 2. And then just flip it inside out and iron it, and we will be back. So here's my strap. See how I did it? I've left a hole in there. And everything is sewn. The edges are nicely sewn. And the reason why I left the middle open is because when you put it on the skirt, it won't show anymore. So I marked my middle on my skirt right here. And then I put the strap on. The right side to right side. And then I will just sew all the way up here. And then when you flip it, it will just look like that. There you guys go. There's Belle's apron. And your costume is complete.